Hi guys, so here's our first video for our online learning situation. This video has instructions how to navigate the remote learning resources and an intro to Unit 3, which is about cellular development. Okay, so you should be watching this on Tuesday, March 31st. So first of all, on Google Classroom, there is going to be a document posted each week, and that is going to be a session. So, for example, we are in session 1, which is all about DNA. And here are the lessons for each day of the session. Tuesday is an intro, that's today. Wednesday, DNA structure and function. Thursday, DNA replication and PCR. Friday, DNA extraction lab. So for each day, there is going to be 2 parts. First is learning, second is assignment. All of your work takes place on this document. Okay, so for example, today, here's where you're going to do a little bit of notes. Here's where you're going to do a little assignment. Tomorrow, here's where you're going to do your guided Cornell notes, and then your little assignment, etc. If you want to take notes on paper or you brought home your notebook, that is great. Definitely do that. But take a picture and upload it onto the document so I can see that you're doing work. Same thing for your assignments. If you would rather do assignments on paper and take a picture, that is great. Just put it on the document so I can see it. I'm going to look at the work that you have done per week at the end of the week. So if you want to do it all in one day on Friday, that's up to you. You really don't want to do that. So I recommend that you do what you're supposed to each day. And then at the end of the week, I'll look back, give feedback. And that's going to be the format for this. Okay, so then we'll have a live meeting once a week. So here is all you guys. The live meeting is for doing review games, check-ins, discussions, and to clarify misconceptions, because I know this is going to be challenging. There's a lot of self-directed, independent learning where you're going to be doing a lot of the work and figuring things out for yourself, although I'm always here, so don't hesitate to ask questions. Okay, little intro to Unit 3, Cellular Development. Here we are. Okay. Keep in mind when watching these videos, repeat new vocabulary words just like I make you do in class, and then go at your own pace. My goal is to keep these videos to less than 15 minutes, but I'm not going to stop and pause. I want you to be doing that, so go at your own pace. Pause when you need to write things down. Okay, some essential questions this unit. How do cells grow and reproduce? So cells grow and reproduce to heal, whether you've broken a bone or you have a skin injury, any injury, it's going to heal, hopefully, and cells are going to grow and reproduce in order to make that happen. Also plants, you can see a little plant sprouting. Also stages of development, so this is showing development from an embryo to a fetus to a baby. Another essential question, how is the hereditary information in genes inherited and expressed? So y'all know that we get our DNA from our parents, who got it from their parents, who got it from their parents. Sometimes it's really obvious if you look a lot like your family. Sometimes it's not. But everything that makes us who we are is inherited and is in genes, which is DNA. Okay, so some cool perspective throughout this unit. This is a line from a song. For billions of years since the outset of time, every single one of your ancestors has survived. Every single person on your mom and dad's side successfully looked after and passed on to you life. What are the chances of that? So basically, think about your DNA and how it has literally been passed on, not just for decades, or for hundreds of years or for thousands of years, but really since the very beginning of life. Not a single one of your ancestors has died before reproducing. So there's a direct lineage from the very beginning of life, even before the species was considered humans, to where you are now. So kind of cool. Okay, so this is what this unit is all about. Here we have in the corner, there's a little sperm and a little egg. So Those fused together and they created one cell. Okay, so here is one cell. It divided into 2 cells. Then each of those divided into 4, which divided into 8, which divided into 16. Okay, and this goes on and on. The cells keep dividing. They differentiate, which means they become different types. Some of them get a signal and decide to become muscle cells. Some become fat cells, bone cells, blood cells, nervous system cells, that's in the brain, epithelial, that's like your skin or the inside of your stomach, or basically the lines, organs. Immune cells, sex cells, that's to make the next generation of sperm and eggs. Okay, so cells keep dividing and they differentiate. And then eventually they become you. So you are made of 37 trillion cells, not including microbiome. These 37 trillion cells are human. And all of your cells have the same DNA. There are some exceptions, because there are always exceptions. Some immune cells, some brain cells, and then sperm and eggs will be unique. And hopefully not, but cancer cells also have mutated genetically unique DNA. Okay, here are the topics from this unit. So DNA, there's a nice rotating structure. Protein synthesis, you'll understand what this crazy thing is. Mitosis and meiosis, so both of those are cell division. Mitosis is of regular body cells. Meiosis, is of reproductive cells. And then cancer, that's when there is too much cell growth and things go wrong. We have asexual reproduction, so things like bacteria, and then also some organisms like starfish, some lizards, they reproduce asexually. And then sexual reproduction, that is, well, humans are an example, when sperm and egg combine and make genetically unique offspring. And then we'll talk a little about development. So here is a cell that turns into an embryo, that turns into a fetus, so development is crazy. Okay, so here's kind of what your notes are for this little topic. First of all, what do you already know about these topics? Any of these? And then what do you want to know about these topics? And this is important because I want to know what you already know as foundational knowledge, so I know how to reference it. And then I want to know what you want to know, because if you're super interested in certain topics, then we can guide our learning around those. Okay, so that's all for the learning section. Now we're on the assignment section. And you're going to choose one of these videos. So first option, how do cancer cells behave differently from healthy ones? Second option, how in vitro fertilization works. And then third option, why do our bodies age? So you're going to watch one of these videos. They're not too long, 3 minutes, 6 minutes, and 5 minutes about. Then you're going to write a 3-sentence summary about the video, and then write 3 questions you have about this topic. And if you are wondering where to do this work, where do we do all our work but in the virtual notebook? So go back to this document, and here's what you know. So I already know, and then click what you know. I want to know, click what you want to know. And then choose one of these, click on whatever link it is. Let's say you want to learn about cancer, go to that one. And then here is where you write the summary. Here is where you write 3 questions. And let me know if you have any questions.